Okay, so we're going to start to warm up the shoulders, upper body more, starting in a downward dog position. Now, you may feel like you want to release your calves after pedaling out a little bit, so try this here. I'm going to take one foot and step it back behind the other. And we're just going to pulse, bring the front knee forward and glue the heel back down. You might feel a stretch on your IT band here as well. Just pedaling out, stepping the outside foot back behind, almost like a curtsy lunge. Just bending the knee and pressing the heel back down to activate your gastroc. Realigning the feet are at hip distance. Going for shoulder taps, so reaching the opposite hand to the ankle. And it's not so much about really where you touch your hand to your leg, it's just a target, but it's more so about really extending and pushing through the floor of the hand that's still connected to the ground. So really push through like you're doing a handstand. Push through. And now that the shoulders are warmed up, we're going to come into this hovering tabletop and roll over the wrists. So circle around the wrists a couple times in each direction. If you like handstands, this is a good thing to do every day. I'm going to rotate and twist the knees, and guess what? Just some little push-ups here. So you'll feel this in your obliques to support yourself. Push up and away. Doing 5 on each side. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Just a little pulse. And right back to the middle here in tabletop. So we're not going all the way through full range, just the top of the push-up. And then we take a little rest in a puppy stretch. So hips are going to stay right over your knees. Do your best to try to press your chest to the floor. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. But try to keep your elbows straight no matter how close you are to the floor. If you need more, come up onto your fingertips. And if that's not enough, you can put your hands on a chair, a block, or the wall. And take a rest here on your belly for a moment. We're going to line our right elbow with our shoulder and take the left leg back and twist. Try to relax your head on the floor. You'll feel this stretch through your pec and through the front of your shoulder, which we just used. And then switching sides, so align your left elbow with your left shoulder. Twist and bring the foot back and just try to listen to the floor with your left ear. And coming back to center, hands right underneath you. Push yourself back into tabletop position. And we're going to come down into forearm plank, walking up to regular plank. A couple times. Now you can do this going right hand, left elbow, right elbow, and then left hand, right elbow, left elbow. If you're really anal retentive and you want to make sure that you get it equal on both sides. And do your best to try to limit the amount of rocking side to side. This gets harder and harder. Working on it. And hold that plank. Come down to your knees. This one's tough. Take the heels, bring them in, squeeze your butt, squeeze your inner thighs together. And here we're going to rotate one palm up, so supinate. And try to reach out and slide it across the floor. And shifting to the other side. So rotate the palm up and slide it out, holding this modified plank position. Slide it out. So we're trying to keep the palm, the thumb, in line with the armpit crease. You may have done this before as a wall slide, which is just as challenging. Less for the core, but more for the shoulder rotation. And then just taking a little release here for the rhomboids and the posterior deltoids. If you want a little more, you can just clasp onto the opposite shoulder. As you reach up, this is a nice thoracic twist, rotation, and releasing the back of the deltoid. You can touch the back of the opposite shoulder to relax the shoulders into the floor more. And then coming back into your tabletop position. Tuck the back toes, finding that downward dog again. And nice and easy, just walking the feet a little bit closer for some downward dog push-ups. So small movement, not going full range, but just getting some of that overhead press action going. Do your best to try to keep your elbows from flaring out. This is tough. If this is too easy, put your feet up on something that's higher, like a block or a chair or feet on the wall or handstand. And then just getting some nice dolphin dog stretch in here. Do your best to try to pull your thumbs as far away from each other as you can as you stretch back. Let your head fall between the hole in your arms here. Coming back down to tabletop to relax. Now that our shoulders are nice and open, we're going to walk the feet in and prepare to do a crow pose or flying frog or whatever you want to call it. Do your best to try to get your arms straight. So this means a lot of extension through the wrists here. So we're really going to try to rock the elbows towards the middle fingers and the shoulders past the fingertips. Look straight ahead. And maybe try a tuck plunge. Float one foot up. Try maybe both feet, one at a time or both feet. Take a rest.